So this month I'm going to continue talking about the training pyramid. As you can see, we're at level 3, which is strength and endurance. Now again, it's important that we've gone through the core phase, we've gone through the stabilization phase. We want to continue those things as we move into this strength and endurance phase. Now, those again are bedrocks of training, and you got to stick with it. Always incorporate those at some degree through your training. When we talk about strength and endurance, basically it's going to come down to the number of repetitions you're going to do, the number of sets you're going to do, and the amount of weight that you use. When we're in the range of 15 to 20 repetitions and doing 2 sets per exercise, that's more the endurance part of it. We get into the strength aspect of it when we're doing less than those 15 repetitions, primarily when we're doing less than 8. So your absolute strength is going to be developed when you're training 4 to 8 repetitions and you're doing heavier weight progressively on those sets, and typically doing 4 to 5 sets per exercise with a good amount of rest in between. You can get into this part of the 8 to 15. Now the 8 to 15 is really good for muscle hypertrophy. In other words, to make your muscles bigger, to grow your muscles. So by doing this range, we want to probably drop the sets down to 3 sets, take a little bit less rest in between each exercise. So again, it's all based on how much weight you're using, how many repetitions you're doing. So just to recap, the endurance phase, we're going to do typically 2 sets, 15 to 20 repetitions per set, minimal rest, no more than a minute in between sets. In your absolute strength phase, you're going to be in that 4 to 8 range as far as repetitions. Now you typically there are going to be doing between 4 and 5 sets per exercise, but you're going to take 2 to 3 minutes in between those sets. It makes for a long workout, but it really overloads the muscles and helps build that 1 rep max. In that 8 to 15 range, this is really where a lot of people should be, because what we're looking for that muscle tone and building additional muscle, so that muscle hypertrophy. So in this range, the 8 to 15 rep, you want to be doing about 3 sets per exercise and taking anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half in between those sets to allow the muscles to recover. Now, understanding all of this, again, stay focused on your core, stay focused on doing your stability, but now let's start really incorporating that strength part into our workouts. Now, to go a little bit further, I want to talk about kind of what to do. When you're doing your endurance section, you typically want to try to use a lot of cable work, selectorized cables, that type of thing, so you can change the weight quickly, you can move on to that next set, and it makes it real quick and easy to go through. In that hypertrophy range, the 8 to 12 range, you want to use a combination of barbells, dumbbells, and cables. So kind of mix them all in there. But again, keep those repetitions up there. When you drop down into that strength phase, we want to do basic movements. You want to do your bench, your squats, your dead press, things like that. Use barbells. Stay away from dumbbells. We don't want to overload the body using heavy dumbbells. When you're using those dumbbells, again, that 8 to 12 range is much better. So when you're working that strength, you're going to do your bench press, your close grip bench press, your incline bench press. You're going to be doing your pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, things like that, barbell rows. You're going to be doing squats. You're going to be doing front squats. You're going to be doing deadlifts, RDLs. So these are the types of exercises you want to be focusing on in that strength range. When you're in that cable range and the higher end, that's when you're going to, again, start working with the cables. You're going to be doing a lot of tricep pushdowns, arm curls with the cables, chest flies, things like that. So keep all these things in mind. I know it gets little confusing. You can always reach out to me via email or text message if you have specific questions on your workout itself. So please don't hesitate to do that. I would love to get the feedback and the response and help you a little bit farther.